Hi, I'm Margot Leach. I'm Chief Product Officer at Axelos, and I'm so excited to be bringing you ITIL 4 Foundation, and so happy that you get to be part of this really exciting journey. I will leave you in the capable hands of Akshay and Roman, who will be teaching you the key concepts and principles for ITIL 4 Foundation.
Hi everyone, my name is Akshay. I'm the product ambassador for ITIL here at Axelos. My role is to engage with the community via conferences, events, and other workshops to promote the good use of ITIL, to uncover interesting trends and practices within our service management industry, as well as to support the ongoing development of ITIL at Axelos.
My name is Roman Zhuravlev and I am ITSM Portfolio Development Manager here at Axelos and one of those responsible for the ITIL update.
As you know, we are launching ITIL 4 Foundation in Q1 next year, and Roman and I are recording a series of videos that you're now watching that take you through some basic slides and that will give you some understanding of ITIL 4 to allow you to develop your own courseware as well as start to deliver your own training when ITIL 4 launches in Q1.
So we announced publicly the update of ITIL 1st of November 2017 at Fusion Conference a year ago, and since that we've been working hard with a huge involvement of the community, of many professionals from many countries, and finally at this year Fusion Conference, beginning of October, we announced that the first book of ITIL 4 is ready. It's ITIL 4 Foundation book, and exam for that book is ready, and the training is now being developed by our training partners, hence you. During 2017 and 2018 we were writing, reviewing, scratching everything, starting from the beginning, and then finally we have this first publication, which we are really happy and proud of. And we had a number of tests for the foundation training and foundation exams, and now we are helping you with this train-the-trainer session and with a number of face-to-face train-the-trainer sessions around the world to develop your own courseware so you could deliver training for ITIL Foundation and everyone would be happy in your organizations and all your customers. So, as I said, ITIL Foundation is just part of the qualification scheme. The new qualification scheme is developed for ITIL 4. You can see it on the screen. The foundation is still at the very beginning. It's a prerequisite for all following training and exams. And we have two tracks in this scheme. They are not the two tracks we have in ITIL 4. It's not two intermediate tracks. They're addressing the needs of different audience. And to those of you who remember ITIL 2 times, it's quite similar to what we used to have in ITIL 2. So the first track is called ITIL Managing Professional. It has 4 certifications and 4 training. Create, deliver and support, drive stakeholder value, high velocity IT, and direct, plan and improve. Those who will achieve all 4 certifications will get a designation of ITIL Managing Professional. So the blue box on the scheme is not a training, it's not a certificate. It's a designation that is granted to those who were studying quite hard to achieve all 4 certifications and know all professional level content from ITIL 4. Likewise, in the second track, ITIL 4 Strategic Leader, we have 2 certifications, 2 training. One of them is Digital and IT Strategy, and the other one is shared between the 2 tracks, and it's the same direct, plan and improve that we saw in the previous scheme, in the previous track. So the direct, plan and improve unites these 2 tracks, and it's necessary for both designations of Managing Professional and Strategic Leader. And if you achieved both blue designations, so if you passed all certifications, and if you have many years of practical experience, let's say 50 to 100 years of practical experience in IT service management domain, then you can proceed to ITIL Master. And ITIL Master is being updated as well. We want it to be more accessible, more transparent, and more valuable than it is now. But this is the step after the next one and maybe even further. So let's come back to the current situation where we have foundation only, and to the frequently asked question of what shall do the people who are already on their way to ITIL Expert in the current certification scheme. Shall they wait? Shall they run to complete their ITIL Expert certification? What is the recommended transition path? And for the transition path, we will introduce the Managing Professional Transition module. And this module is specifically designed for those who have 17 or more credits in the current qualification scheme. So it means you are ready for MALC or you already are ITIL Expert. And if you have 17 or more credits, then you are eligible for this training of Managing Professional Transition. And after successfully passing that exam, you will have the designation of Managing Professional, so you are on the left blue side. And if you want to proceed to Strategic Leader, you will only will need to take one exam after the relevant training, which is a Digital and IT Strategy. So if you have the designation of Managing Professional, we assume that you know Direct, Plan and Improve part. And this Managing Professional Transition training is designed or will be designed to combine your current, obtained in version 3, knowledge of how actual ITIL or service management practices work, how to manage changes, how to manage incidents, how to manage service levels, how to manage security, capacity, whatever you manage there in your service management environment, and the deep understanding of the new framework which will be given in that transition module. So if you are now on that way, or if your students are on that way, it's up to them. They can go to 17 points during 2018. And well, when these modules will be introduced, they will be ready for the transition. And if they need some practical knowledge of how to manage changes, they are advised to go to either service transition in the current scheme or to RCV in the current scheme to fulfill that need to actually get the knowledge they need. And then using that transitional scheme, they can move to the new qualification. And when I say they can spend 2019 on that path, preparing for the transition, I mean, let's have a look at the next part of the timeline, that the launch of all these managing professional modules will happen late in 2019, somewhere in the second half of the year, let's say roughly in a year's time from now. The dates of the launch and the details of the content of each book and the structure of publications for the next level will be announced at the same time with the public launch of Foundation, which will happen early in 2019. Thank you very much.